a brief introduction to our 4 Horsemen campaigns structure. Okay, we use this to dominate Amazon sponsored ads. You go and attack the competition, go on a full-out campaign blast, cavalry going on the field, going against your competition. So here's the theory and why it is the best system that we found, at least for now, since Amazon changes things. Alright, so the first piece of the structure is the exact campaign structure, which, you know, hopefully if you guys saw their videos or just know Amazon sponsored ads in general, Amazon PPC, exact match is where you are targeting it exactly. Okay, so if you have the keyword straws and, you know, the exact match for straws, you're only going to bid on straws and straw. You're not going to be bidding on silicone straws, stainless steel straws, long straws, just straws. Or if you target match exact stainless steel straws, you'll just be targeting stainless steel straws and stainless steel straw. Okay, this is the most important match type because you are targeting this with precision. Okay, you are targeting exactly that. Now, in this case, we make a campaign, okay, that starts with an exact match ad group, okay, and this one is going to be the target, or the, you can say, bucket to receive all of your best converting keywords to find their optimum bid, where you can increase the bid or you may have to decrease the bid. It's pretty simple, guys. So you take all the proven search terms and you convert them into exact match into this campaign. So when we create it, then if you use a tool, keyword extractor, you press the buttons and they'll move into this exact match campaign. All the converting search terms. Now, having it separated from other campaigns, because we've tested now both one campaign with exact phrase and broad ad groups in it, and then just the campaign exact match itself. And the reason we like this exact match is for a couple things. Now there's a lot of campaign level settings, such as top of search, product detail page, ad placements, right? There's a type of bidding. All these different things are on the campaign level, and potentially on your exact match, you want to have higher bids on you know, your best keywords, but on phrase, you don't want to enable that. And so having it separate has a big benefit. The other thing is that Amazon actually groups the ad groups and the different keywords in your campaigns. When they're all performing well, it's going to give you a boost. Okay, so that's why we have that by itself. Then at the same time, we make phrase and broad campaigns. Okay, and in this case, with the keyword extractor, what it's going to do, whenever you move a keyword, it's going to match an exact match, right? And move that search term, convert it into a keyword, okay, and target it exactly. Then it's going to also make a phrase match, okay, and also a broad match. 2 different campaigns. The phrase will have each search term in 2 ways, okay. It'll have it as a phrase match. So it was a, let's say you had straws as a broad match. Now you found heavy duty stainless steel straws. Or let's just say stainless steel straws. So you had stainless steel straws, that was your exact match. Now you're targeting that exact, but now you're putting that as a phrase as well. Because then you can find keywords like stainless steel straws for kids, best stainless steel straws, stainless steel straws, no rust. All of these things will be bidding for. And on broad, you can find straws made of stainless steel. You know, steel straws, stainless, and broad will find those. So it's different. You're finding more of them. Now, realize this is just to find new search terms. Okay, because when these find new search terms, it's going to go back into the keyword extractor and put those to be available to move them into exact match and then more phrase and broad on the new search term. Now, the example, I probably should do an example in this case, but again, if your search term was stainless steel straws, it's going to move to exact, then now you're going to target it phrase and broad as well. Then when stainless steel straw for kids converts in the phrase, it's going to move that stainless steel straw for kids to an exact, and then you have a phrase as well for that. Anyway, guys, the point is this thing is going to keep finding more and more people. more and more search terms. Okay, that is the purpose of phrase and broad. You do not have an optimized broad campaign that you're just running because you're bidding on many different search terms. The only purpose of these is to find new keywords. Okay, and I put here, you know, it's like you're scouting out to find your enemies. But once you find an enemy that's worth fighting for, you're not going to just fight with your scouts. You need to send the heavy artillery. You need to find your exact match guys, which is you can bid heavy because it's very precise and targeted, and it's not sharing it with a bunch of other garbage that hasn't converted. Okay, we found on many accounts that there are tons of new, literally hundreds, like each week you log in, oh wow, there's 150, there's 200 new search terms to be moved, and that's because every time you have a sale, or every time you have a converting search term, we make a phrase and broad out of it, as long as you click on the button in Keyword Extractor. That's what the Horseman campaign is, why it's so powerful, because you are targeting the exact to have the, you know, optimized campaigns, the optimum bid, but then you're always putting that recycling back into phrase and back into broad to find more and more search terms. It is incredible the amount of search terms that you can find. We have many accounts that hit their, you know, 1,000 keyword limit per ad group because there's that many converting search terms. It's pretty amazing. Okay, guys, you know, Amazon is growing. Okay, the customers on Amazon is growing. The words that people use to describe products, the words are growing. People are finding new ways and other things and other adjectives, and you know what I mean. You just can't not do this. That's why we created it. Just push a button and you create these phrase and broad campaigns to find new keywords for you. All right, new keyword search terms, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then here's a thing why we're doing it this way: an exact match campaign, phrase match campaign, and a broad match campaign. We talked to Amazon, guys. This is a really big deal. Amazon basically said that you should separate your campaigns to have the best performance, you know, related, all the things closely related as possible. You can read that quote, it's right there. It's very powerful. A new ad group created with an existing campaign will use the campaign's performance history for initial estimate on how the ad group might perform. However, it may not always be to the advantage of the ad group. If the campaign is performing poorly overall, the new ad group will suffer because of that. This is amazing. If the campaign is performing poorly overall, the new ad group will suffer because of that. So this means if you have a campaign, let's say a broad match campaign, right? Or you have a campaign that has a whole ad group in it that's performing very poorly, meaning broad match. Maybe you've scouted a bunch of stuff. You're just finding 1 or 2 new search terms that are converting. That broad match does not have an amazing history, let's say. That's going to bring down your exact match campaigns. So please, just use the structure, the 4 horsemen. We will help you out, find new search terms that are going to convert. So it says, as a rule of thumb, your best bet is to organize campaigns in a way that limits variances within the campaign so the performance of one group of ASINs, ad groups, doesn't impact the other group. Okay, guys, so separate as much as possible. That's why we're doing this. Separate it. Okay, good. So summary. Here is the 4 horsemen campaign structure. So the exact match campaign, phrase match campaign with negative exact match, so it doesn't compete. So check this out. If you create an exact match, let's say for stainless steel straws, you're putting $1.50. Your phrase match on our system is going to be a little bit lower. So from $1.50, you know, you might be bidding on $1.15 or $1.10 for phrase match. Okay, let's say at $1.50 your exact match does poorly, and you bring that bid down to 80 cents. But your phrase match is still at 110. Although you may know that at 110 it's a bad ACOS and you're not willing to pay that money. Now your phrase match is going to take over stainless steel straws. So what we do, we just nip it in the bud right now. We do a negative exact match on the phrase so it's not competing against that exact search term. We already know we're going to get sales on stainless steel straws, so we move that to exact, and the phrase match will not bid on that search term. Your exact match campaign will do that. And in our bid optimizer, we can manage, you know, to keep in your target ACOS and whatnot. But yeah, this is structure, and then a broad match campaign with negative phrase, same concept. you know, the broad should only be bidding on things that are broad, not phrase. Okay, and then we also make a product targeting campaign if you'd like when you make the 4 Horsemen campaign, and then we can move over converting ASINs into that. So at this exact time, this is in beta. Not all accounts have this active. This will roll out soon, but it's working extremely well because on your automatic campaigns, when you're getting ASINs that are converting, you move it over and you target them specifically. Very good. This structure helps optimize your bids as well as find new keywords. Guys, Amazon sponsored ads is very simple. You target your exact match exactly, you optimize those, and you find new search terms continually. If you follow that strategy, you'll win on Amazon. Thank you guys very much.